Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be going through the curriculum framework for lower secondary mathematics 0862. So I got many emails from you guys about the syllabus. So this is the syllabus. At this stage we call it a curriculum framework. This video is going to be very useful for you guys to know that what content you need to be knowing for doing your checkpoint exams. So don't miss it out. Watch each and every second of this video. So let's start. So here we have, this is the syllabus that is given by Cambridge. So I will put this in the description so that you can go through, but we will just highlight some points here. So why, first of all, we have here why we choose Cambridge International. This is simple, you can just go through that. So next we have here content. There are different things here. The main thing that we need to know about this learning objectives by stage. So this is 3 stages assessment actually, at stage 7, stage 8 and stage 9. So we have different syllabus for these 3 different stages, but the assessment is usually being done on stage 9, right? So let's see what do we have. These are the key benefits. You can go through this. So the main thing that we have here, this is actually, this page is for teachers, what resources are available for teachers on Cambridge website. So this is not for you. So here we have progression through Cambridge pathway. So they have designed this lower secondary mathematics to support learners to develop the skills required for success in their lower secondary education, to progress the next stage of the Cambridge pathway, right? So this curriculum framework, meaning this syllabus, is typically for learners of age 11 to 14. But it may be appropriate to use this slightly different. It depends upon country to country. So you can go through all this. Teaching time, which is 4 to 5 hours of mathematics per week, or 120 to 150 hours per stage. So this is per week. This is not must, this is just a guideline. That means you need this much time to complete each stage, right? So assessment is from stage 7 to 9. At stage 7 and 8 there are progression tests available to do at school level, and at stage 9 there are the exams to be done at school, but those exams come from Cambridge and they mark it and you will be assessed accordingly, right? You all know that. So this is the aim of the syllabus. Then we have here the main thing that I can just say. The Cambridge approach encourages learner to be confident, responsible, reflective, innovative and engaged, right? Now here is like some highlights about what they expect being responsible. They understand how principle of mathematics can be applied to real life problems in a responsible way. Then innovative, confident, engaged and reflective, you can go through that. Now overview of the strands. So what are the strands? This is the main thing. The syllabus is usually divided into 4 different strands. These main areas are called strands, which is numbers, algebra, geometry and measure, statistics and probability. So if you look here, this is the main thing that you need to know. Numbers in numbers you will have integer, power and roots, place value, ordering and rounding, then fraction, decimal, percentage, ratio and proportion. And in algebra you will have expressions, equation and formula. Then you have sequences here, the functions and the graph, right? And geometry, we have geometrical reasoning, shapes, measurements, and then position and transformation, and statistics and probability under statistics and probability, right? So these are the main areas of the syllabus that will be assessed on stage 9. So now if you see here numbers, they have explained the number. What is the description about the numbers? In number strands, learners discover the difference between the rational and irrational numbers. They learn concepts such as LCM, HCF, direct and inverse proportion, understanding rounding, upper bound, upper and lower limits, to explore terminating and recurring decimal. Everything is explained very well here, so you can go through. Similarly, algebra we have here. You can see the language to discuss the difference between expression, formula and equations. So just go through that. If you have any question, you can just ask me. Then we have geometry and measure. This is also explained very well. What do they expect from here? In this, they are knowledge of the rectangle, square, triangle, circle, to investigate the area of 2D and surface area, intersecting lines, etc. Right? Then we have statistics and probability. So here statistics inquiry cycle. So what do they expect? You need to specify the problem and plan, record and organize the represented data, then interpret the data and discussion. So you should be able to discuss about the data. Here you may have asked numerical questions, and plus you have to think critically and give your own answers in own words, right? Now next, let's see. And this is thinking and working mathematical. See that is everywhere. You have to think and work mathematically to solve every problem. So this, they have divided it into this star like this. So when you go through this actually is not for you. This is for teachers, how they are going to explain this. So next we have here thinking, working mathematically and characteristics. So these are the definitions. What do they mean by specializing? Specializing is choose an example and check to see if it does not satisfy specific mathematical criteria, right? So all these are here. You can just go through that. Now the next, the important thing here, the mental strategies are important skills of mathematics and are at a core of developing learners' mathematical understanding. However, this curriculum does not require learner to follow the practice specific strategies. So there are no particular strategies. You can apply your own, but you need to know the area of the syllabus, the content that you must know. And for teachers in lower secondary mathematics, teachers guide and scheme of work is available on Cambridge website. So link is here, as you can see, this one here. This is the link here for the Cambridge website. Okay, now then we have here let me go down here. Let's see, learning objectives. Overview. So separate learning objectives are provided for mathematical content for each stage, that is from stage 7 to 9. So that is different for every stage, although they have been already divided into the same strands, that is number, algebra, prob stats, etc. Those four things, but the content is bit different. Like in 7th stage, the knowledge will be less, and then in 7-8 there will be deep knowledge, and at stage 9 there will be the proper knowledge of the numbers, expressions and other strands, right? So all learning objectives in each stage provide clear progression. There is a clear progression from the previous stage and to the subsequent stage. So it's a progression from year 7, 8 and until year 9. So learning objective codes. So this is important to know. So if you look at the syllabus, the curriculum, you will see these kind of codes there. This is a unique code 7NF05. So what does that mean? I'll explain that. 7 means stage 7, N means numbers, and F is the subtopic. I'll explain below, and 05 is also for this the subtopic, you can say. This is, see, the stage number is 7, then the reporting code is NF, we'll see down there, and then 5th is the learning objective. So thinking and working mathematical, we have explained this. They expect this thing. Then you see here numbers. Under numbers you will have fractions, decimal, percentage, ratio and proportion. You see f means fraction, that comes under this area. N is number, I is integer and power, N and P place value, ordering and rounding. The numbers and the place value, ordering and rounding. Then we have algebra, expression, equation and formula. Then we have A for algebra, E for expression, equation and formula. Similarly here A for algebra and S is sequences, function and graph. So this is how you are going to read your syllabus. Same here for geometry and measure, that is position and transformation, geometrical reasoning, shapes. G for geometry, P for position and transformation. Here G for geometry, and then another G is for geometrical reasoning and measuring, measurements. And for statistics and prob, we have probability and statistics. So here the syllabus starts from here for stage 7. This is particularly for stage 7, right? For stage 7. So we have here numbers. So what is the expectation of numbers here? Integer, power and root, like estimate, add and subtract integers. This is like the complete breakdown of the syllabus. What exactly you need to know: understand the brackets, positive indices, operations, follow the particular order. So you can just go through all this. Then for place value, then again we have here place value, ordering and rounding. Then fractions, decimal, percentage, ratio and proportion. That is just for 7th stage. Then algebra, you can see we have algebra here. Then you have geometry and measure here, you see this one. Then under this, these are the subtopics. Then we have statistics and probability. Then there are subtopics down here, statistics and then probability separately, and all the requirements that you need to know are explained here. Just go through that. And this, now here it starts with stage 8. So this is stage 8 here. So again you will have here, you see numbers. Now this information is different, like this content is different than the stage 7. This is bit higher. 8th stage, numbers, integer, power, roots, and 0 1 is the area that you need to specialize. Understand the brackets, indices, squares and cube roots, and operations follow particular order. So you can see this one here. I hope you understood now. So this is like stage 8. All this is stage 8. Then this is geometry and measure. Again we have here, this is geometry and measure. Then under geometry and measure, what you need to know is explained over here. Statistics and probability again. Then down here stage 9. Again at stage 9 you have numbers, algebra, then you have geometry and measure, statistics and probability. So syllabus is widely divided into 3 stages that you understood now. And so now this glossary is going to be very helpful. So it is provided to support your understanding of the content of the curriculum framework, right? Like the brackets. So what does bracket mean? Bracket is a mathematical notation that used to denote grouping. So brackets are also commonly referred as the parentheses. So you must go through all this, right? It explain you what does these terms, you will usually see these terms in your question paper. So you must know what does that mean exactly in mathematics. Like here you see draw. Draw is something to draw using mathematical instruments such as ruler, pair of compasses and protractor. And then there is a sketch. You see, don't get confused. He said look at the sketch. So here is sketch. Sketch is like illustrate and lines and shapes without mathematical instruments. So you are not using any mathematical, you are just drawing a rough diagram, right? So all these terms you must know So you can go through, read each and every of these definitions. So that's it for this. So these are the changes. This was in the previous, what they have added and what they have removed here from this, that actually you are doing new syllabus, so there is no need actually to do this. So I hope you will understand the overview of the syllabus from here. If there is any question, let me know in the comment section, and kindly subscribe and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.